Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a tarot reading for NCT member Lucas. Um, and I was looking a bit at his birth chart, and I was paying attention that he is an Aquarius sun with a moon in Taurus. So let's talk a bit about the archetypes that he got. I want to make a clarification first. I'm starting these NCT members series. The first one I did was Taeyong, and I'm not really familiar with NCT. I know there are a lot of members, and actually, what happened to me is that I remember that someone asked me a long time ago a reading for Lucas, and I was like looking for a picture of him, and I was like shuffling, thinking about his image, and then after I pulled the spread, I realized that it wasn't Lucas, that it was Mark. So then I have to reshuffle again. So probably I will be releasing the next member is going to be Mark, because I already have in a spread that I did for him, thinking that he was Lucas. I don't know why, but they seem a bit similar to me. Maybe because of their names, that their names are like in English, so maybe that's why I confused them. So let's talk a bit about the archetypes that Lucas got. He got damsel, storyteller, and mother. So definitely there's something about his energy that is very diverse, in the sense that, of course, that him being an Aquarius, and it means that he has a very expansive energy, and that he is very flexible when it comes, because air signs tend to be really flexible, really mutable, really eager to try new things, and very adaptable to change. But also, let's not forget that his moon is in Taurus. So even though he can be adventurous and he can be a visionary at times, and especially when he performs, or especially when he does some action, probably he does give off this vibe of being really like free spirit, or being really like a very easygoing, a very fresh personality. But actually, when we think about the moon in Taurus, it's always looking for stability, and it's always looking for comfort. It's always looking to stop a bit from always being in a rush, or always being on the move, and they always want some stability in their life. So probably there's a duality to Mark. I'm sorry, to Lucas. There's something about Mark that I cannot let go. Lucas, there's something about him that deep inside of him, he can give this kind of energy where he loves to be there for others, but he also wants others to be there for him, in the sense that he can be a bit demanding of attention, but not in that way of look at me kind of attention. Just the way of like spend time with me. Like if you're going to prepare like some kind of meal or anything, just keep me, consider me in your plans. Like buy me something nice, make me feel loved, make me feel like you care. So probably he's very sentimental. And here with the first archetype, that is the damsel, it means that he's also very proud. So definitely he's not going to be someone that is going to ask you for help straight away, like please help me. But he will give off like these kind of moments where he needs someone to be there, or to keep him company. Probably he has like one or two people that he trusts, or people that he considers his friends, or that are close to him. So, and these people, it's like they keep him grounded. I think that moon in Taurus, they don't like very much like changes. And I think that in the case of him, I think that change it's always happening around his energy. Um, so, but there's a part of him that he wants to have at least an stability in the bonds he has, in the relationships he has. And he's a romantic, so he loves to give a good impression. He loves to do things, special things for others at the same time. So then with the storyteller, I think he is also very good with words. He's really good at communicating. He's really good at like talking about his projects, what he wants to achieve. I don't know his role. Is he a rapper? Does he sing? I have no idea his role, or is he a main dancer? But probably there's something about expression that he's actually really good at that, at expressing. Especially, I think that it has something to do with his voice. Like I always mention, Taurus energies rules the body part of the neck. So probably the vocal cords and the voice is very soothing. It's very special trait of him to have like a very pleasant voice. So I don't know if he's a singer or a rapper. But he has also the ability to be a good storyteller, to tell stories, to be good with words, to be very knowledgeable, to be very studious, to always keep his mind like very well trained. I don't know if he knows like other languages, or he is really eager to learn about other cultures, but I think that his energy gives me very like very expansive, that he just adapts to every new situation he enters, because he's very professional. But at the same time, like I said, that moon in Taurus in there gives me this vibe that there are moments where he wants a stability in his life. This when he's going through all these changes, it's like he adapts. He does what he has to do because it's his nature. He knows it. He owns it. But very deep inside of him, he wants a stability at some point in his life. Because then the less archetype is the mother. So there's like a motherly quality to him. I think that he wants to be spoiled, and at the same time he wants to spoil others. I think he's really good at giving gifts, or probably like making like nice gestures for people that he cares about. That he's very like expressive, especially with actions. I don't see him very emotional, actually, like open to talk about how he feels, but probably he does express it through actions. For example, he makes a nice gift, or he does a nice gesture to someone that he cares about. You know, because I always talk about the earth energy. When you have a moon in an earth sign, sometimes it means that you probably are not really good at expressing how you feel, but with your presence and with your actions and with your manners, you can let the other person know, I'm here for you. You know, I may not be extra emotional and being like all over you, hugging you and touching you, even though moon in Taurus can be very touchy. They are very affectionate, because Taurus also is ruled by Venus, and Venus is the planet of beauty, and is the planet that also rules the senses. So the moon in Taurus, they tend to be pretty touchy with people that they trust, with people that they consider their close friends, or family, or people that they care a lot about. And they are very stable when it comes to those relationships, and in all relationships. That this is why I think that if he has the archetype of the mother, it means that there's a part of him that likes to take care of others, and at the same time he wants to be taken care of. So probably he doesn't mind to take the lead and take care of other people's needs, but at the same time he needs the retribution. He needs also to be considered, because otherwise he feels hurt, he feels empty. So let's go with the tarot cards that he got. He got the Six of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Sun, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Oh, a lot of cups. So here first with the six, starting off with the Six of Swords, he's always on the move. He's always working. I have the feeling with his energy that he moves around a lot. And I think that this has to do probably because he's an Aquarius, but I think that this talks to me directly about him. That I'm really surprised if why he didn't get the card or the archetype of Midas, because I have the feeling that everything he does related to profession or everything that he's involved in when it comes to professional acts, he's always successful. It's like he has that golden touch. He's very successful. He's very prosperous. I think that yes, him being actually very adaptable. I think that he's someone that is very hardworking, and I want to make an emphasis in the word hard, because I think he's very consistent, and I think that he puts the effort, and I don't mean it in a way to compare him with the rest and mean like, no, the others don't pay as much effort as he does. But I see that somehow, because I see some kind of CEO, some kind of boss, some kind of authority figure that is like looking at him and looking at his performance, or looking at how he works, or how he develops himself, and how he manages, how he works under pressure, and they are really satisfied with his work and the way he endures the pressure or the hard work or the stress, probably working under a lot of stress, or working under, because I see a lot of movements, I see him like going from here to there, like always moving, always adapting, always changing. And that's not that's something that not a lot of people can manage, like stress and changing, and at the same time keeping some kind of stability, and at the same time also some kind of sanity. So I think that there's someone in the company, that I don't know which company it is, but there's definitely like a CEO or someone that is very influential, that has his eye on him, and actually has had his eye on him for a long time. Probably he is someone's favorite, because I see this person like being like, oh, he is my golden ticket. Or like, because this is why I see him as the Midas, because he is like this he's like the Joker. He's like the ace. He is like, he adapts to every situation, so he's always amazing at what he does. And this person admires his his work ethic. I think that also the fact that he's very consistent, and that he is like, he always maintains a certain rhythm, and he doesn't get tired. Like, it's weird to say get tired, but it's like, and also there's one thing that he's really good at, that it's teamwork. He's really good at working with teams. He's like, he is outstanding, because I think that there's something about him that actually makes him stand out from the rest. But at the same time, there's something about him that he knows how to work with other people. He's a good teammate. So I think that that's why these people is always like, this person is always like admiring how he adapts, which is amazing. So, and then here with the Nine of Wands, the Sun, and the Four of Pentacles. Yes, I think that definitely he's working on something, or he's working on something. He had been working in a few projects that had come out really well, or had good responses. And I think that he's still working, because I see him like, actually like looking back at everything that he had accomplished individually and feeling like really exhausted and tired physically, but at the same time feeling really proud and protective of his work. I think that also there's a part of him that he really feels really proud of his work. I think that he knows his worth. He knows he knows he shines. He knows he's got it. But sometimes it seems like he's afraid to lose it all. Sometimes I think with him being so consistent with work or with success or being really used to be successful, I think that there's a part of him that is a bit stuck in the sense that sometimes he holds on too tight to, for example, I don't know, it's like once he tastes success, it's like he doesn't want to let go of that. He wants to be successful always, or he wants to repeat the same process over and over in order to become successful and to feel always that rush or being like, oh yes, I made it. So I think that there's a bit of stagnation here in the sense that yes, he is talented, but there's a bit of a stubbornness in the way he like there's something about him that he is a bit inflexible sometimes. It's like if he had tried a method that had actually been successful for him, it's like he wants to continue doing that. And probably the other members like look at him like a bit with feeling a bit distrustful of him, like being like, okay, you always want to shine, or you always want what's best for you. There could be a bit of jealousy in there because he definitely shines a lot. So I think that there could be a bit of inflexibility in him. But it's because he actually, I think that he everything he does, it's really it gives good results. So I kinda understand why he wants to hold on tight to that feeling of like, when you do a great work, you are like, okay, I have to continue like this. But I think that definitely with the fact that he needs to listen to his body more. If he's exhausted, if he's tired, if he's burned out, he needs to be aware of that because here with this Four of Pentacles, he's holding on so tight to this state of, oh yes, let's keep producing or let's keep working, so that he doesn't it's like he doesn't listen to other people's opinion. It's like he is concentrated on the goal, on maintaining a certain status. And here with the Four of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Five of Cups, definitely I think that in the next months he's going to start feeling a bit like disappointed and a bit like apathic when it comes to his emotions, because this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing actually that he's very successful in what he does, but I think that when it comes to his emotional world, he does feel lonely and he does feel empty inside, or at least is how he's going to be experiencing it in the next months. I think he's thinking about all the opportunities that he missed while working or while concentrating on work. I think that he hasn't been paying attention to probably his emotional world or his relationship or his meaningful relationships. So it's like he gets this rush when he is going through a really good after he had done a good work. He feels really good about himself and he celebrates and he feels really proud and he feels really good. But then that sentiment doesn't last very long. And then he goes through this period of feeling really numb and feeling really like empty inside. And he just doesn't want to see sometimes what's the cause of this emptiness or of dissatisfaction. And it's because not everything is about money. Obviously, he must have his reasons that why he's working hard. I believe that probably he is, I don't know, providing for his family, or maybe he's working for the group. He's trying to do his best in his position, and he's very hardworking. But at the same time, I think that he's putting his energy too much in the outer world, I mean in the outside, and he is not facing his own emotional needs, because he definitely does feel a bit unsatisfied with himself. Probably he feels a bit lonely. He feels a bit. It's like he only talks about work with people, so probably he feels like he doesn't have anyone to have like a very heart to heart conversation. Or but I also think that it's not just like the others the other people in his life fault. I think that he also contributes to this, because he's always like, it's like he's always like talking about his professional achievements, but when it comes to his emotional world, he sometimes tends to evade that aspect, because I think that in order for him to be this successful, in order for him to be this adaptable, he a lot of time had to like shut down the emotional side of him, because otherwise he would be crying all over the place. Because I feel like he sometimes can get a bit emotional, in the sense that he feels, it's like he feels really pressured to do things right, and sometimes, a lot of the times, he feels like he doesn't have a home. This is when I was talking about stability. He craves stability. He craves intimacy with people. He craves to have like deeper and meaningful relationships, and I don't think that he is accomplishing this right now. I think that he's accomplishing a lot when it comes to his professional achievements, but I don't think yet that he had been like successful or happy when it comes to his personal life. And I think that this him feeling down or feeling a bit sad or actually starting to wonder why he feels so lonely. I think that is going to mark a new beginning in the way how he's going to go after things. Probably he needs to change a bit his like his goals. You know, what does he want to achieve more? You know, like he needs to change his perspective and start listening more to how he feels, to his heart, and not so much to his head, you know, and not too much not, because I feel like he is working for others, and he's like making these people billionaires, or he's making money for other people. He's making other people happy, and he's not being happy himself, you know. So I think that this is where the sadness comes from. So he needs to concentrate and be a bit more, I wouldn't say selfish, but he needs to concentrate more on what he wants, how what does he want as a person, and also to change his priorities. I'm not saying he should stop working, but he should like also like pay more attention, or actually nourish more his bonds and his emotional connections with people that he loves, probably his family and friends and people that make him feel good, and not only relate or have relationships with people that to just talk about work, you know. So this is all I have for Lucas. So I hope I'm saying his name right, because I always get it mixed with with the other member. But well, it's just that Mark wanted his reading too, so I will be doing his very soon. So guys, I will see you soon in the next video, and please, if you like the video, Please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't. And I always read your comments. If you want to leave me some feedback, I would appreciate it. So thank you so much. Bye.